Please, SNT staffs, press media, dear student friends, ladies and gentlemen, to the National Technology Day 2024 celebration at CSIR-CFTRI. I also welcome the SNT staffs from CSIR headquarters, other CSIR institutes, retirees, and other viewers who have joined us on YouTube Live. Now I request the chief guest and the director to kindly occupy the dais and head TTBD to escort them to the stage, please. Thank you. Any celebration has to start with the blessing, seeking the blessing of God.
Celebration has to start with the seeking the blessing of God.
Let us welcome Ms. Ipsita, research scholar, CSIR-CFTRI, for an invocation prayer.
Research scholar, CSIR-CFTRI, for an invocation prayer. Research scholar, CSIR-CFTRI, for an invocation prayer.
Hello. Hello.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरमण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करा प्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजडापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसार परमा आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनी वीणापुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदा जाड्यान्धकारापहा हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधती पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवती बुद्धिप्रदां शारदा बुद्धिप्रदां शारदा बुद्धिप्रदां शारदा. Thank you.
Thank you, Ipsita. We once again welcome our chief guest, Sri Arjun Ranga, and thank him for accepting our invite to be present here today. On behalf of the Institute, may I request our director to formally welcome him with a plant. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Head TTBD to welcome our respected director, Dr. Sri Devi Annapurna Singh, with a plant. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Mamata to welcome Dr. Ashutosh Inamadar, Head TTBD with class. Thank you, ma'am. I am absolutely honored to welcome the dignitaries on the dais to kindle the flame of enlightenment and officially inaugurate the event by lighting the sacred lamp. I also request Dr. Rastogi, Chief Scientist CSIR-CFTRI, and Dr. Sri Rama, Head PMC CSIR-CFTRI, to join the stage for lighting the lamp, please. Thank you.
शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तु ते ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश्च मतिं स्वच्छामि मे सदा रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् यस्य तिष्ठेत् गृहे दीपः तस्य नास्ति दरिद्रता शुभं कुरु त्वं
Thank you, sir,
कल्याणम्
and thank you, ma'am, for
आरोग्यं
to have. Thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am, to have officially inaugurated National Technology Day 2024 celebration. Now I request Head TTBD to brief the audience about the National Technology Day.
Thank you, Dr. Vijayalakshmi. Respected Chief Guest, Mr. Arjun Ranga, CEO and Managing Director, Yan Rangarao and Sons, Private Limited, Mysuru. Respected Director, CSIR-CFTRI, Dr. Sri Devyana Purna Singh, ma'am. Invited personals from industry, press and media, dear colleagues and students, ladies and gentlemen, a warm good evening to all of you. National Technology Day is celebrated in India on 11th May every year in remembrance of the successful nuclear test conducted at Pokhran on 11th May 1998. It was observed in 1999 and celebrates the advancements and contributions of the science and technology to the society and its role in national development and security. The theme for National Technology Day 2024 is Clean and Green Technologies for a Sustainable Future. National Technology Day is a reminder of India's capabilities in scientific inquiry, technological innovations, and research and development across various sectors. Achievements of those who have made significant contributions to the advancement of technology in India are recognized on this day. Technology Development Board, a statutory body of the Department of Science and Technology, DST, celebrates National Technology Day by presenting national awards to the industrial concerns for successful commercialization of indigenous technologies. In addition to celebrating past achievements, National Technology Day also encourages future generations to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, that's STEM fields. It provides a platform to showcase cutting-edge technologies and inspire young minds to explore the wonders of science and innovation. Moreover, the day emphasizes collaboration between various stakeholders, academia, industry, and government. This collaboration is crucial for addressing contemporary challenges through technological innovations. I thank all of you for gracing this occasion with your presence, and may the spirit of innovation continue to guide our journey towards a brighter and more prosperous future. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing the insights about National Technology Day and its significance. Now I request Dr. Pariki Ramesh Kumar, Senior Principal Scientist, to introduce the chief guest of today's event, Sri Arjun Ranga, to the gathering and invite him to deliver the National Technology Day address. Thank you, sir.
Good evening to everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce today's chief guest, Sri Arjun Ranga, CEO and Managing Director of N. Rangarao and Sons Private Limited, Mysuru, to the august audience present in this majestic Chelvamba Hall on the occasion of Technology Day. Sri Arjun Ranga is a partner of NR Group, the makers of Cycle Pure Agarbatti, and is also CEO and Managing Director of N. Rangarao and Sons Private Limited. N. Rangarao and Sons Private Limited was established in 1948 by Sri N. Rangarao and Mysore. Same year, Government of India acquired this Chelvamba mansion with majestic contributions from Maharaja. Mysore Maharaja donated this building. It is the manufacturer of Cycle Pure Agarbatti, India's largest selling prayer brand, managed by the third generation of the Ranga family today. The NR Group is a global conglomerate with presence in over 75 countries. It has diversified into new business categories such as functional air care products, wellness and home fragrance products, floral extracts, solar irrigation systems, healthcare solutions, defense, aerospace, and education. Arjun Ranga completed his engineering from SJC College of Engineering, Mysuru, and MBA from Thunderbird, USA. He worked in the USA for a couple of years before joining the family business in 2000. Under his leadership, the group has launched many innovations and initiatives that have become trend-setting for the industry. He is passionate about driving, transforming, and scaling the business based on ethical, collaborative, and value-based growth. As the world's largest incense manufacturer, the group is committed to providing hope for future generations by following ethical and sustainable business practices. Cycle Pure is the world's first certified zero-carbon manufacturer of incense, prayer, and air care products. Arjun is president of All India Agarbatti Manufacturer Association, AIAMA, and chairman of Grassroots Research and Advocacy Movement, GRAM. He was past chairman of CII Karnataka during 2022 and 23. To mention a few, he loves and likes sports, wildlife, and spending time in nature. He has been to Everest Base Camp, and the last trek he took to Panwali Kanta in Garhwal, Himalayas. He went to Svalbard, which is a Norwegian archipelago in the Arctic Ocean, located between mainland Norway and the North Pole, where he had taken photographs of polar bears. He has gone to Amazon forest to shoot panthers and many jungles of India as well. Photographs. Shoot. Now I request Sri Arjun Ranga to deliver National Technology 2024 lecture entitled From Agarbatti to Aerospace, Creating an Innovation Mindset. Arjun Ranga, sir, please.
Thank you, sir, for that wonderful introduction. Dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Inamdar, Dr. Sridevi, ladies and gentlemen, and the very, very, very intelligent audience that is present here. And I was always scared of PhDs and doctors, more so not medical doctors, but scholars, because they would always know that I don't know as much as they do. What are you thinking? What is an Agarbatti fellow doing in a World Technology Day address? An Agarbatti costs 50 paisa. What is there in Agarbatti? There's one bamboo, there's some paste on top, and that's it, right? But you know, before Chandrayaan was launched, there were 2 Agarbatti sticks that were lit and everybody prayed together. And each and every one of you here, your gadgets, your GCMS machines on Ayat Puja Day, what do? There is a belief that prayer and spirituality is all encompassing, right? And in our culture, usage of agarbatti, usage of prayer products are kind of integral. And if anybody asks me, everybody here understands Kannada, I think, more or less, but if anybody asks me, what business are you in? I don't tell them I'm in the agarbatti business. We are in the business of delivering hope day in and day out. Imagine a mother lights 2 agarbatti sticks and then prays for the future for their children. Every businessman here prays for a better future. A research scholar here prays that his research paper gets, published. All of these prayers is what we are fulfilling day in and day out. And when that prayer is happening, if that agarbatti stops burning, or if there's a bad smell that is emitted, it cannot be anything worse than killing someone's hope. And that's where our technology actually comes in. Before we get into technology, I'll just give you a little bit of background about our company, our group, very quickly. Why the Agarbatti to aerospace? Our grandfather, Sri N. Rangarao, he's the true entrepreneur in the family. He started the business in 1948. He was born pre-independence, 1908. He lost his father when he was just 12 years old in 1920. Fiercely determined man, had to take care of his mother and grandmother. Comes from a very small village called Vatrairupu in Madurai district. If you look at our family legacy, it's either a teacher or a purohit. So grandfather was the first one who had to do things on his own, had to go beyond his comfort, had to learn new things, had to upskill himself, learn typing, learn shorthand, learned English, learned crossword puzzles from a small village, learned how to repair timepieces, got his first job in Arvangad in cordite factory after he was married, packed up his home, took his mother, grandmother, moved to Nilgiris. Our chairman, Mr. Guru, was born there. Our eldest, Padmata, she was born there as well. Then he got a job in Consolidated Coffee Works in Cons Coffee. Moved to Coorg because that's where opportunity came beckoning. My dad was actually born in Polybeta. Then around the time India got independence in 1948, he said, let me start a business of my own, because that was what his passion was. He had a government job on one side because in those days, post-independence, there were not too many qualified people. Grandfather was already a manager in the coffee works, so he immediately got a government job. The government job on one side, his dream of starting something on his other. My grandmother then stepped in and said, I will give you the initial seed capital. She pledged her wedding jewelry, gave him the money. Mysore was the biggest town to Coorg. Came to Mysore, went to Santepete wholesale market, rented a house for 5 rupees, started the business from there in 1948. So that's the story of how our business began. Very soon he realized that to get ahead, you need technology. And in our industry, in Agarbatti, technology comes in fragrance creation. In 1948, he imported 2 books from France. Took him 14 months to get these 2 books. Set up his fragrance lab in 1950, started perfumery creation. With that, our first great success, Sugandha Mallika, was launched. He revolutionized the industry. He brought in new packaging trends, kept constantly innovating, kept pushing the barrier. The fundamental concept that he believed in is we have to constantly deliver value to the customer. At that point of time, when he went to the market once, one of the customers said, please give me that blue color box. And that's when he realized that to sell anything successfully, you need a brand name. And he thought and thought and thought. He had already started 3 Agarbatti brands under his 3 elder children's name. There was a Guru Agarbatti, there was a Murti Agarbatti, there was also Vasu Agarbatti. Guru Agarbatti and Murti Agarbatti failed immediately. Vasu Agarbatti clicked, and even in Karnataka, Vasu Agarbatti is very famous. But beyond just a name, he wanted to create a symbol that everybody in India understands. A symbol that is all-encompassing, that is personified by one's own hopes and dreams, that's powered by one's will. And he came up with the word cycle at that point of time. You think about it, cycle is called a cycle in every language in India. No matter where you are, which language you speak, it is called a cycle. And so he coined the word cycle Agarbatti, as simple and economical like a cycle. This was in 1950. And that's how the word cycle came about. A lot of people believe that grandfather was selling Agarbatti on a cycle, and that's why he called it cycle. He was selling Agarbatti in a cycle, but before he started selling it in a cycle, he was actually walking to shops and selling it. He couldn't even afford a cycle in the initial days. So this is the story of how cycle brand was created. The biggest difference that we brought into the industry is constant innovation and creating new trends, working with youngsters, going to the market, understanding market reality. And over the last 75 years, every product that we have created has stood the test of time and has become a trend creator in the market in itself. As was the case in those days, grandfather had 9 children. So 7 male children, and the 7 male children had to come into business. One of them was a doctor. So the 6 male children had to start doing something. One was in marketing, one was in production, one was in finance. You can't create new departments for everybody, right? So that's how the family started to diversify. And the thought of diversification came about for doing new things and doing something beyond what you're comfortable. So the family went to Chennai, they set up a pharma bulk drug manufacturing facility there. We got into sachet fragrances, got into food products. We worked very closely with CFTRI, created the first Rasgulla mix, instant mix in the early 80s. Puliogre mix of Vasu was phenomenal. Even today, people remember Vasu Puliogre, which was all created with help of CFTRI. So we started to create newer business opportunities. We then got into herbal extracts and floral extracts around 1979 through Nesso, natural essential oils, where we created the world's first tuberose Rajnigandha from our T. Narsipur Taluk extract that was incorporated in Christian Dior's Poison perfume, which is today the world's largest selling fragrance. So even today, the core essence of Christian Dior Poison goes from Mysore, from T. Narsipur Taluk, after 35 years. And we've been able to maintain the quality and consistency because of constant technology upgradation and research and scientists that work with us hand in hand. So after that, in 1990s, late 90s, we got the opportunity to work with TVSC Electronics first and then with GE Medical. We had a very, very smart engineer, family friend with us who had just come back from the US. With him, we created Rungsons Electronics, started making just keyboards and basic hardware equipment. From that, we got into surface mount technology and assembly systems. Then we got into ultrasound imaging systems. We were doing ultrasound scanners for GE Medical systems. And then we went into industrial automation, and then avionics, and then partly into defense as well. But we were predominantly contract manufacturers. So around 2013, we sold the contract manufacturing business to Cyient, and we started our own product build company called Rungsons Aerospace. Today, we create avionics hoses and pipes that go into jet engines, right from the Airbuses to Rolls-Royce. Almost all jet engines carry parts that go from Mysore. We've supplied to the Chandrayaan mission. We are now working with the Government of India, Defense Ministry on the Samudrayaan mission as well, where we're going to go for deep sea missions. Indian helicopters are now fitted with Atmanirbhar Bharat, manufactured in Mysore, heat exchangers that go into all our helicopters in Indian defense. So really proud of what we've done over the years in electronics business as well. So from agarbatti to aerospace, that's how it happens. And I think one of our CEOs who's here with us he's a second generation CEO, Mr. Suresh. His father was with us for 45 years. He is now with us. He once reminded me, sir, why are you looking at Rungsons Aerospace? If you line up every stick of agarbatti from here to moon, we can go and come back 12 times to moon. So we produce about we produce about 13 billion agarbatti sticks a year. So in Varshake, we fulfill 6 billion prayers. So you can imagine the volume. And in that volume, we need to make sure that a housewife who pays 10 rupees for 12 sticks, when she goes home and lights that 75 paisa agarbatti stick, it should perform beautifully. Every 13 billion sticks has to perform. So imagine the level of quality testing, the quality checking, the technology, the traceability, the systems and processes that we have, because directly and indirectly, we have close to 20,000 families that work with us across the country. So we have to integrate the entire supply chain. We have to integrate each and every quality inspection, traceability, management, and then the whole thing goes to consumers. Today, Cycle Pure Agarbatti is available in 15 lakh shops in India. We are among the highest distributed products. We are among the top 20 in India in terms of distribution. We have 5,500 depots through which we supply to almost, we have 45 depots through which we supply to 5,500 distributors who then go to these 15 lakh outlets. Our company sales employees have a technology-driven Salesforce automation app that is connected to a business engine that has AI built into it that helps them do predictive analysis for sales, for sales management. Our logistics has a TMS system, a transportation management system that is built real-time, on which we can actually measure day-to-day transportation and logistics and track our inventory as well. So what I'm trying to say is, without technology, I think agarbatti company or otherwise, we would not have progressed to the level that we are. So that is why I'm here. So this is the background. Now, what my belief is in technology, I'm an engineer, okay? And as an engineer, I then did my MBA. I came back to India, and I started running our business from 2000. We started to grow, we started to scale. What was 100 today is 15x or 20x in terms of size and scale of operation. As an engineer, few mistakes that I made, because I know there are entrepreneurs here, there are researchers here. One thing that I didn't, what I do, which I'm proud of, is that I build a process to every action that I undertake. Any business challenge, any market challenge, any process challenge, I do the DFX test, I do the design for testing, design for manufacturability, and then see if I can actually get that product to market on time, build a process around it. Even in our shop floor, we have a set process, we have an ISO manual, we ensure that everybody follows processes. By doing all of this, what happened is the organization got extremely quality conscious and consistency improved. Repeatability became very good. But what we lost by doing this is innovation. What would happen earlier, each and every individual employee would think on their own, come up with newer challenges, come up with newer solutions whenever we had a problem. Today, because of the process and the structure that we built, creativity almost went away from the organization. And if you want to innovate as researchers, innovation will not happen if you don't have a creative mindset. And creativity comes only if you have curiosity and you are willing to explore. If you are narrow, you will never be able to explore. And I kind of put my team in a narrow box and said, this is a tunnel and you need to follow this tunnel to get consistent output. So, now I'm trying to break all these barriers, get back to creativity, get back to creative thinking, ensuring that my shop floor and my employees start discovering again what opportunities are ahead, visit the market, understand market reality. So all of you technology specialists here, please spend time with the customer, understand for whom you're developing what you're doing, for whom you're creating these solutions, and then everything will be okay after that. That being said, I never lose an opportunity to tell you the importance of sustainability. Cycle Pure Agarbattis is the only zero carbon incense manufacturer in the world. We completely offset our entire carbon footprint right from procurement till the time it reaches the retail outlet. So when you go out there and buy our product, you can be rest assured that there's no impact on Mother Earth, from each and every product that we create. And this year, we've already offset our entire plastic footprint as well. We've upcycled each and every plastic that we put out. So sustainability for me is extremely dear, and I think it is future calling. Like doctor was mentioning, a lot of people misinterpret it in many ways. There is something called greenwashing, where people just claim to be green and eco-friendly when they actually are not. But it is left to people like us who are educated or literate to communicate what sustainability means. So I'd request all of you to please follow the sustainability path in whatever way you can. I think it is for the future and it is for our nation. And ultimately, what I want to tell you all is that we live in a great nation. India is flourishing. The technology stack that the nation is building, with giga computing becoming a reality, with 5G access that is happening day in and day out, information will be at everybody's fingertips. Knowledge, the way we are perceiving it, is not going to be looked at the same way. Research, the way we are addressing it today, will not be the same just 3 years down the line. I have in fact renamed our R&D department, Research and Development Department, as Innovation and Insights, I&I. Get me insights and then innovate. Build curiosity and start doing creative. Now that's how the whole world is going to shift. People will need solutions. You need to address real life problems and come up with plans that can address 1 billion people's problems. And that's the world that we're going to be living in very soon. So each and every researcher, the opportunity is phenomenal. Innovate, be inquisitive, stay curious, and the sky is the limit. With your intelligence, with the effort you've put through your years of studying and learning and understanding, just get the market knowledge, what we used to call native intelligence of market reality. Get insights, convert that into an innovative idea that will then sky is the limit in our nation. Right? Earlier for startups, capital was a challenge. Today money is in abundance as well. Funding is available. All you need is somebody who fiercely believes in an idea and takes it forward. So wish you all the very best of luck. CFTRI is doing amazing innovations, helping the food industry in India. And I'm really, really proud that you're all part of Mysore and our nation. Wish you all the very best of luck. God bless and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Now the hall is open for interaction. You can ask any questions if you have for Sri Ranga Rao. Sorry, Arjun Ranga. Sorry.
ಇದು 1948 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೇಗ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸರಿಗಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಸರಿಗಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆಯವರ ಹೆಸರು ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅಂತ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫೇಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯಿತು. ನಮ್ಮ
ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾವು ವಾಸು ಅಗರಬತ್ತಿ ನೋಡಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಥರ ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
Any other questions? Thank you, sir. Thank you for the detailed journey from starting from ₹5 house to a crore business, starting from agarbatti to electronics, AI, predicted model. Thank you for the insights. And rightly said, creative minds, curiosity is required for the current industrial requirement, and we think we will also take forward the requirement in such a way that we build in or bring in relative innovations for the industries. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the insights. Now I request Dr. Mamata to coordinate the exchange of licensee agreement, and also to facilitate the key licensees of the financial year 23-24.
Very good afternoon to dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. I would like to extend happy National Technology Day 2024 wishes to all who are present here. I'm here for two events. One is the exchange of agreement, which is initiated in the financial year 2004 and 25. And second is the felicitation of our licensees. On this day, as initiation, we'd like to exchange a project and licensees agreement. We have started one agreement sponsored project, industry sponsored project. We have with us Ms. Ranjita, Director DDR Ventures LLP Bangalore. I request her to come on the stage to exchange the agreement with the CSIR-CFTRI. I request our director ma'am to exchange and other dignitaries to join. PA of this project is Dr. Pushpa S. Murthy, PPSFT department and team. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Ms. Ranjita to say a few words on this initiation of the agreement, initiation of this project with CFTRI. Ms. Ranjita.
Good evening, respected Director Ma'am, Chief Guest Mr. Rangarao-ji, Imandarji. I am Mrs. Ranjita Pradeep, representing DDR Ventures LLP, with a great passion for unique coffee and coffee products that promotes a good health and longevity. Today, it's a privilege to be present here on a Technology Day of CFTRI as we launch our innovative product and exchanging the technology, the Instant Coffee Cube, Ayurveda Instant Coffee Cube. It's truly an honor to collaborate with CFTRI, leveraging their expertise in infused coffee technology and partnership opportunities between our organization and this esteemed institution. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Pushpa ma'am, Chakravarti sir, Imandar sir, and the team for unwaveringly support and encouragement in swift development of the product. Our shared dedication to promote a healthy lifestyle and longevity presents a remarkable opportunity for all of us to synergize our strength and expertise for greater impact in the coffee industry. I'm excited to dwell into how our collaboration can drive innovation, facility, knowledge exchange in the coffee sector. Together, I believe we can forge a robust partnership that not only benefits our organization, but also enriches the wider community we serve. Thank you for allowing me to share my enthusiasm for this promising venture and eagerly anticipating the potential collaboration that lies ahead. Let's embark on this journey together towards a healthier and more vibrant future. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, everyone here. Thank you. As a token of allow, I just want to exchange a small gift from Ayurveda Coffee.
Thank you. Now we have agreement exchange bit for the technology transfer. Know-how process for the production of transglycosylating alpha glucosidase using novel fungal strain has been transferred to Miss MCPI Private Limited, Kolkata. We have with us Dr. Anuradha Nambiar and team from the representative from the company. I request Dr. Anuradha to come on the stage to exchange the agreement between the MCPI Private Limited and CSIR-CFTRI. The PI of this technology is Dr. Sharma, MVRK, and team for Chemistry Department. And we have one more technology transfer. It is developed under DST sponsored project along with the industry collaboration partnership with the Sun Enviro Private Limited on the high performance process for anaerobic digestion of food waste for enhanced biogas production using novel pre-treatment bioreactor design. Now I request a representative from Sun Enviro Technology Private Limited, Bangalore, to come on the stage to exchange the agreement between the CFTRI and Sun Enviro. And PA of this project is Dr. Sandeep Mudilyar, PCBT department, and his team. Thank you, sir. The second program is a asset addition of CSIR-CFTRI. In the year 2023 and 24, we have transferred nearly 122 technologies to the different industries, stakeholders, licensees. As a tradition of CSIR-CFTRI, on this day, we invite our licensees to and facilitate them with the certification and memento. Now, I would like to call upon Mrs. Lata MR, who has taken our technology, convince flour from ragi suitable for stiff forage. Our next licensee is Mrs. Saroja M, who has taken our technology Chikki or Nutra Chikki, 3 formulations, and she has successfully done in women entrepreneurs, and she is providing chikkis to the school children. I request Saroja Mrs. Saroja ma'am. And she is, I think, in home scale they are doing, and successfully they are giving for school children, supplying in school children in Mysore district. Request Mr. Nagaraj to also join. Now I request our next licensee, Mrs. Renuka Devi from Bangalore, who has taken preparation of ready-to-cook multigrain whole mix for drink or porridge. Mrs. Renuka Devi. Okay. Now I request Mr. Syed from Shumoga. He has taken technology and commercialized of our technology, decortication of ragi. Now I request next our licensee, Miss Mama Mills from Anjangur district. And she has taken our repeated licensees that she has successfully taken our Shishu portion. Now I think multigrain Nutri cookies. Okay. Now I request Tanmay Gowda for RTS beverage, fruits and vegetables. Thank you. I request Ms. Shilpa Ji. She is our repeater licensee. She has taken earlier banana pseudo stem juice and successfully commercialized. And now she has taken our tamarind candy for commercialization. I would like to extend my thanks to our dignitaries and also our licensees who have come with the invitation, and our industry sponsors and our licensees. Thank you. Thank you all. Sir, our licenses are over. I request all our licenses to come on the stage for the group photo and the back, and also our industry's partners. Sarojama. Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you, Mamta ma'am, for coordinating. I take this opportunity to wish all the CFTRI licensees a great success in their entrepreneurial journey. Now I request Dr. Patekan, convener, Process Development Research Utilization Committee, to announce the new technologies developed in the last financial year 23-24.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, my dear colleagues, students, invited licensees, ladies and gentlemen, good evening all. On the occasion of this Technology Day, it's my privilege to mention that last year our institute added 12 new technologies to our existing basket. With the total number of technologies offered by our institute is now 432. The institute has a very robust system in place to review and evaluate the technologies developed by our S&T staff to ensure that the technologies meet the expectations of our industries. New technologies developed by our S&T staff are submitted to the committee called Process Development and Research Utilization, in which reviews and deliberate the critical features of the technologies with a team of innovators. The suggestions and inputs of the committee lead to the scientific and techno-economic improvement of the process. The team of innovators are asked to demonstrate the process to the committee, and based on the successful demonstration, the committee recommends the developed technology transfer to the industry and also recommends the technology transfer fee for its approval by the management. Therefore, the committee plays a critical role in decision-making by the management from the industrial point of view. In the financial year 23-24, the PDRC committee met 10 times and recommended 12 new technologies. Okay, the committee comprises the following scientists: Dr. Umesh Hebbar, Chief Scientist, Head Food and Engineering Department, Chairman of the committee, and Dr. Y.N. Sriram, Head PMC, Dr. B.V. Satendra Rao and Dr. A. Indar, Head TTBD, Mr. Rajesh Mache, Head FPT, Dr. P. Prabhashankar, Head FMBCT, Dr. P. Girdhar, Head FSQCL, Dr. Meera MS, Head GST, Sri Chauhan AS, Head TFAN, Dr. V.B. Kurchikar, Scientist FET, Dr. P.V. Suresh, Head MMS, Dr. Asha Martin, Scientist Department Biochemistry, Dr. Usha Rani D, Scientist FSAQCL, Dr. Nandini P. Shetty, Scientist PCPT, Dr. M.R.K. Sharma, Scientist MST, and myself, Fateh Khan, from TTBD as a convener. I take this opportunity to thank personally Dr. Umesh Hebbar, Head FET, the Chairman of PDRC, for effective conduct of the meetings. I also thank all the members of the committee for their valuable input to make the technologies industrial worthy. Now I call upon one by one the team leader of the processes developed this year and brief about the processes. Firstly, I call upon Dr. Usha Dharmaraj, who has 3 processes this year. Dr. Usha Dharmaraj, please.
Thank you, Dr. Fatekan. Dignitaries on the dais, I'm happy to announce that we have 3 processes ready for commercial exploitation. One is on ready-to-eat malted weaning food. This is a ragi-based ready-to-eat product. CFTRI had a technology on ready-to-cook type malted ragi-based weaning food. This is specifically made for children of weaning age, that is 6 months to 2 to 3 years. It is a product mother can conveniently mix it with either milk or warm water and can be given to the child. And the benefit of this process is we can incorporate the natural fruits or vegetables, can be the seasonal mango or oranges or even carrot can be incorporated very conveniently, and it offers, apart from the nutrition, it enhances the taste and the flavor of the product. And we have one more product that is on malt hydrolysate. It is a food ingredient. This can be a base material in food and pharma industries as a filler agent. It can be like in place of maltodextrin. if we have any nutraceutical component, this can be used as an encapsulating bulking agent, or it can be like a base material for products like beverages and enteral foods and such kind of specialty products. And we have one more product that is on semolina, that is from finger millet, because finger millet semolina is not very well practiced, because finger millet has got some typical textural properties. So we have successfully produced the semolina from the process for semolina from finger millet, and we can have the semolina of a different size, whether it is a fine semolina or a medium semolina. And I take this opportunity to thank the team members of the respective technologies and their contribution, and we believe that teamwork always succeeds, and I thank them wholeheartedly, and I thank the organizing committee and our director for the opportunity. Thank you.
Yes, 1 minute, sir. I request chief guest to give flower to our speaker. Yes. Secondly, I call upon Dr. CSIR-CFTRI, FMBCT, who has 5 persons. Dr. CSIR-CFTRI, please.
Ellaruga namaskara. Very warm good evening to all of you. In fact, I am taking a stage on behalf of the team members, and here I am going to brief about the 5 technology. In fact, if you look at earlier 3 technologies and as well as this technology, all of them are on to the millet basis, particularly finger millet basis, and others are on the small millet basis. Particularly, I would like to thank Director Madam. Being last year as a millet year, she really encouraged, insisted, and completely monitored that maximum technology onto the millet can come into the market. That should be innovative in terms of the challenges that milling is facing. So I would like to give some brief introduction about how the logic behind the manufacturing or developing a technology. As you know that the millets are known for the nutrient. They are super crop, nutri-crop, and so on. So basically, they are rich in micronutrient, they are rich in dietary fiber, they are rich in minerals. So once you have all these packed foods together, and then you compare to the other cereal, millets are very popular. But look at the kind of limitation challenges that we have utilizing this millet onto the day-to-day basis. Could be I have summarized some of the challenges. Everybody will agree with me, the long shelf life. So whenever it comes to the millet products, we have millet products that can go for 2 weeks to hardly few months. Then there is a nutrition retention. In fact, there is a big difference between having a nutrient into the grain and having that nutrient into the product. So please see that what you are eating should retain the nutrient. Most of the grains or millets have been polished to remove the layers that contain most of this nutrient. Taste is another criteria, and then cooking time. If you take the example of all the small millet, it takes almost 15 to 20 minutes of cooking time, and they are not really available in the form that we use on regular basis. And as Arjun Rangarao sir said rightly, when he joined 2002, he started scaling up the operation. So to offer the commodity into the correct price, whether it is a food or whether it is agarbatti, we have to have the scale up of operation. So as far as the milling concern or processing of the grain is concerned, particularly the millet, we lack the scale up of operation. So by keeping in this mind, we have developed several technology. The last technology, Dr. Usha Dharmaraj has explained it. See, when it comes to the semolina making or suji making from the millet, particularly the finger millet is very soft kernel, isn't it? It breaks down very easily, very fragile. And then what we are having a small grain. So including finger millet or other foxtail, little, prozo, kodo, barnyard, on brown top millet. So it becomes very difficult to develop a technologies or develop a machineries which can efficiently handle this grain. So that was the biggest challenge. So team from the CSIR-CFTRI took this challenge, and we played with the combination of mechanical plus the thermal treatment, and we have come up with the semolina milling, where we have the more than 90% of the suji. That is what we call as the suji or raba. So that give more than 90%. I can say it is 95 to 99% retention of nutrient, and that is very important. So with continuation of that technology, we have the now mixes. So take an example of upma mix. This upma mix, it is ready to cook. It is made from the coarser semolina, that is suji comes out from the millet. Just take this upma mix, put it into the boiling water. Within 5 minutes, your upma is ready. So just use, sir. As far as the shelf life is concerned, this is more than 9 months. So this is a big advantage of having the shelf life 9 months, because when you are trying for the export market, you are looking for the product which can go more than 6 to 9 months and 100% millet. Another in the line is Rava Idli Mix, very popular food product that is introduced by again the Karnataka, if I am correct, and very popular throughout the India and outside also. So this also it is a mixture, just add the curd, keep it for 2 minutes, steam it 10 to 15 minutes, your Rava Idli is ready. Let me tell you, the taste of this Rava Idli and Upma is widely acceptable. It could be similar to the top of the market available from wheat or the rice. So again, it's have the shelf life of more than 9 months. When we talk about the wholesome food, we talk about not only the cereals, we also talk about the pulses. So when it comes to the cereal, the product, the next product is khichdi mix. This khichdi mix takes only 8 to 7 minutes to cook. It is prepared from again the ragi as well as the pulses. So even though having the pulses, it is no increasing into the cooking time. So this again the balance of protein, rich in protein, and so on. Finally, we have again one more product, that is the kesari bath halwa mix. So when you have the dish at the morning, we talk about chow chow bath in Mysore. So it should be a combination of khara bath and the kesari bath. So we have here the kesari bath. It takes only 3 to 4 minutes cooking, putting into the boiling water. So what our challenges we talk about in terms of shelf life, in terms of cooking, in terms of convenience, all it has been taken care. And then if you look at the nutrition content of these products, is having more than 70 to 80% dietary fiber. That means outer bran layer, which is rich in the dietary fiber, minerals, as well as the antioxidant properties, has been retained into your product. Another challenging product was the puttu pudi. Puttu pudi is basically prepared in the South India, particularly in Kerala, where it is made up from the rice, and the customer were looking for something healthier option for the puttu pudi. And then here we have the puttu pudi from foxtail, little, prozo, kodo, barnyard, as well as the multi-millet. The challenge was here to basically, if you look at the properties or characteristics of a puttu pudi, it should be a softer in nature. Once you break, there should not be a lumps. So here also we used a different treatment for the starches. So we have used a different treatment for the starches, and we have the puttu pudi mix that can come almost 90 to 95% based on to your product. Basically, the one thing, as Dr. Fazeh Khanji has told, we have the vigorous system to approve the technology. So one part is development of a technology. The second part is approval by the PDRU committee. Third part, it has to be transferred to the industry. So I'm happy to inform you that all these technology, what we have shown, 19 technologies has been transferred to the technology within the, I think, 10 months of approval of this one. We have the customer from Maharashtra, Pitambari Products. They are known brand in the kitchen cleaning utensils. Then we have the Naga Food Limited, Dindigal, Tamil Nadu. Then we have the Mother's Food, Cochin, Kerala. And then we have the Ashirwad Industry, Karnataka. They are in the process of putting a plant, and shortly these products will be available into the market. So thank you very much. Thank you.
I request Chief Guest to present a flower to our presenter. So second, please. Thirdly, I call upon Dr. Sandeep Mudaliar, PCBT Department. He has a process on cleaner process for biotechnological production of spirulina.
So good evening, respected members on the dais of the dais. So this technology is what our chief guest was telling today. How to clean the process. So this is a cleaner process for spirulina cultivation. So spirulina is an autotrophic algae and it requires CO2. But since CO2 is difficult to handle, we were adding sodium bicarbonate. So there were two problems. If you add sodium bicarbonate, the ash content of the algae will increase. Then in the downstream, you have to use hydrochloric acid. So we have eliminated two chemicals, sodium bicarbonate during cultivation and hydrochloric acid, which is required to meet the ash content. So this is a cleaner process. And since I work on sustainability, the intrinsic sustainability is your human health. You cannot use too many chemicals. So what we did was, we have demonstrated this process in a pilot scale for 1 year because spirulina has to be cultivated in natural weather. And the biggest spirulina pond is in Nanjangud, who was our licensee in 1990s when the Maruti 800 came. So this is the next version of Maruti 800. So you can, the project team, I am thankful to all my project team members indicated, and it can be customized for any microalgal cultivation in India and wherever the weather is good. So you can see the main problem in spirulina was the Zaruk medium. So this is the innovation in the process. You can see manual operation, sodium bicarbonate, it can go as low up to 16. And our study indicated that with the supplementary PDRA which will come, we also cleaned the downstream phycocyanin process. So earlier our process was using precipitation, aqueous two-phase extraction, but that I'm not going to talk this time, maybe next time. So you can see the science of the process is algae requires bicarbonate ion to grow. But in normal cultivation, if you see the pH of the process, after 9.5 pH process, it becomes of the processes, we have put a only pH sensor, and based on the pH, the CO2 supply is there. To increase the mass transfer of CO2, we have given a membrane spurger. This is the pond. This is the traditional pond of 20 years. We automated this. And all the automation is with Indian instrument. Nothing is imported. Okay. So these are the key features of the process. So main is we have eliminated the chemicals. Two chemicals we have eliminated. And also with this process, you can also claim carbon credits. It is purely on CO2. Excess CO2 is available. So thank you very much. I also thank my team for this. And it was developed under MLP with a grant of 7 lakh rupees. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sandeep. Kindly accept flower from our chief guest. I request chief guest to present a flower to our speaker. So fourthly, I call upon Dr. Somsekhar D, who has developed a process and ready to use multigrain idli dosa batter in riddle packs.
Good evening, everybody. I take this opportunity to thank DST for funding our project. See, this our project, our process is actually ready to use multigrain idli dosa batter in retail packs. As you all know, this idli dosa batter industry is almost 1,000 crore industries. So yeah, it's just a little contribution from us actually. So here we have tried to use multigrains for making this idli dosa batter actually. The advantages and the novelties of this project is actually you can make idli as well as dosa with the same batter actually. And also it has more protein and more minerals compared to the normal idli dosa. So that is the advantage actually. So, and we have also, another advantage is actually we have not used any preservatives or also adding of cultures. We have not used any cultures in this process, unlike other normal process we have with CFTRI. So we have already transferred this technology to one person from Chennai, and as I said, it is compared to the normal idli, it has more protein and also minerals, and I hope it has got more market potential in the coming days. Actually, I take this opportunity to thank director and the organizing committee for the invitation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Somsekhar. Kindly accept flower from our chief guest. Thank you, sir, for this. So next I'll call upon Dr. Mrs. Krasinak, sir, from FMCD department, a process for production of multigrain waffle.
Good evening, one and all. I'm here to present a process which has been recently approved for commercialization, which is a process for the production of multigrain waffle. So waffle, as many of you must be knowing, is a bread variant which can be taken as a breakfast, snack, or as desserts. So generally, waffles are made of refined wheat flour with a lot of sugar and fat, which leads to high calorie content, low dietary fiber, and missing on the essential minerals. So we formulated multigrain waffle, which using whole wheat flour and local materials such as pearl millet and finger millet with optimal amount of fat and sugar. So the technology is targeted and developed for particularly food service operations and industrial scale bakeries. So one of the market potentials of this product is the product waffle is very much popular among youngsters, and it commands good price for weight and its versatility in nature. So some of the salient features are that the product meets FSSAI specifications for multigrain bread. The dietary fiber content is high, hence it meets the standard for recommendation of high fiber food products. So it is comparatively higher in minerals, protein content, and lower calorie as compared to the regular wheat-based waffle. And it can be easily marketed as a quick snack or desserts through bakeries, departmental stores, and restaurants. So I also take this opportunity to thank my co-team, Mrs. Sudha ma'am, for the constant support throughout. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Dr. Krishna. Kindly accept flower from our chief guest. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So, lastly, I call upon for the process production of multigrain pizza. PI is Dr. P. Prabhakar Shankar. Dr. Soumya will present this.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of my team members from flour milling and confectionery technology. And we have newly developed process on the multigrain pizza base. And pizza is a quintessential junk food, has become popular globally over the past 2 decades due to its affordability and ease of preparation. However, its frequent consumption, particularly among teenagers and middle-aged individuals, raises concerns about the nutritional deficiencies associated with refined wheat flour used in most pizza bases. To address this, reformulating pizza bases to include high-quality protein and fiber sources such as millets is proposed. A new multigrain pizza base combining wheat and millets has been developed, significantly improving protein and fiber content compared to traditional bases. So additionally, it has a mold-free shelf life of 5 days at room temperature. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Kindly accept the flower from our chief guest. So please. Thank you, sir. So thank you all once again. And now I request Dr. Vijay Lakshmi to take forward the program.
Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to thank all the scientists and technological staffs for their role in developing key technological innovations developed in the last financial year 23-24, which has been contributing towards the development of the society, country, and the world. Any efforts made needs appreciation to keep the momentum going. Now it's time to recognize the S&T staffs for their contribution towards the external cash flow generated through translation of their knowledge to industrial relevant technologies in the financial year 23-24. Now I request Head TTBD to announce the names of S&T staffs who will be presented with the certificate of appreciation for their remarkable contribution in the year 23-24.
I request the dignitaries please come forward and hand over the certificate of appreciations to the teams I'll be reading out. The first in the list is the high cost technology transfer. The technology name is High Performance Advanced Oxidation Process for STPs, grey water and industrial wastewater, both for food and non-food. And the team who has developed it is Dr. Sandeep Mudliar, Chief Scientist, PCBT. He's the PI of the process. And the other team members are Dr. Ajam Sheikh and Mr. Srivastan. Yes. The next technology is highest number of technology transfer. So the name of the technology is online fortification of atta and maida. The team members are Dr. Suresh D. Sakhre, is the PI. Myself, Dr. Ashutosh Inamdar, co-PI. And the team members, Mrs. Sudha ML, Mr. Baswaraj, Mr. Mohan Kumar, Mr. Nagaswamy, and Mr. Dhanshekhar. I request all the team members to come on the stage, please. Next category is for the projects which have been undertaken for the industry. The first certificate of appreciation goes to the team which have worked with the client, Mrs. Colgate Palmolive Company, New Jersey, USA. And I request Dr. Gopinath, MS, to please come on the stage. This was for the international project. The national project with high cost was handled by Dr. M.V. R.K. Sharma as a PI. And the members were Dr. Mukesh Kapoor, Principal Scientist, MFPT, and Dr. Mamta from TTBD. So the goodness of these both projects are these are handled by the basic science scientists, right? So it's a very big achievement for them, and it has got a very big potential when the basic science engages with the technology departments. So the next certificate of appreciation goes for the highest number of sponsored projects handled by one principal investigator. And this year it goes to Dr. Baby Lata, who has handled 2 industry sponsored projects. Dr. Baby Lata, please. congratulations to all the people who have got the certificate of appreciation, and thank the dignitaries for doing the honors.
Thank you, sir. And I also congratulate all the SNT staffs for their key contribution towards the technological advancement in the last financial year. Now, the Technology Day celebration has been going with the happiness, kindled with felicitation and appreciation. Now, I request our beloved director, ma'am, to present her presidential remarks.
Chief guest of today, Shri Arjun Rangaji, Dr. Inamdar, all the guests today from the industry, as well as invitees, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, a very happy National Technology Day to all of us. CSIR and its constituent laboratories were all started to cater to industrial research so that post-independence, India becomes really capable and of manufacturing whatever her needs were within the country itself. So each and every of these 37 labs spoke of a very unique portfolio of technologies which are available. Recently, we had the elections. The indelible ink that is there on our finger has come from a CSIR lab. You talk about baby food, Amul, it has come from CFTRI. So each and every lab had been given a national problem and they found the solution. So in this process, not only the scientific capability for technologies were developed, but also skill development took place. And a kind of commitment to society was inculcated in the CSIR philosophy itself. And it has been 73 years since CFTRI is in the city of Mysore. In October, we will be completing 74 years. So when you talk of technology, we all know it is the application of science, which is technology. But many of the scientists, if you ask, it is limited to their laboratory findings. So they have an idea, they inculcate that, they use their curiosity, creativity, inventiveness, and analytical abilities to develop that idea to get a proof of concept. But if we have to really see that in the marketplace, you do require a lot more talents than what we conceive in the lab itself. And that is where marketing, branding, packaging, all of this does come in. So when we were thinking whom should we call as the chief guest, I could think of no one better than Shri Arjun Ranga. He is homegrown. He is from Mysore. And I incidentally used to cycle to school. Today I came to know he is from the same school as me, of course, a lot younger than me. And so the cycle brand was a very good example. But more than that, what I appreciated was the storytelling. He said it so beautifully. How to sell a concept is something we scientists probably have to really learn and understand. We do have a lot of stories, but we don't know how to narrate them as beautifully as you did. So thank you so much for accepting our invitation and coming here. It was really interesting to know how a simple agarbatti has so many nuances to it, and finally ends up with Chandrayaan-3 and aerospace. Very, very inspiring to all the entrepreneurs who have taken the licenses today. And we do have a large population of students. I'm sure many of them are also aspiring, because nowadays the young generation do not want to work for a boss. They want to be their own bosses. So definitely I'm sure they will also be very much inspired by the stories that you have told today. So, like I said, CSIR has always had industry research in its ideology.
And if you look at food, it is really thriving today. Even as India is shining, probably the food industry, even during COVID times, was the one which could not get shut down. It is such a basic need, and it is poised to reach something like 535 billion US dollars by 2025 in India alone. It's thousands of billions of dollars the world over. So there is lot of scope. And today I was very happy to see that most of the entrepreneurs who came on stage were all women. So food is generally attributed to women because she relates naturally to food, at least in our country, because she is in charge of the kitchen. And probably she took charge of it because the man kept her out of many other fields. Although now she is penetrating to those, but it was very, very heartening to see the confidence with which they have taken up their challenges, come forward to take the technologies. But having said that, like I was talking, technology is not just the product itself. We will give you the product, but if it has to succeed, there has to be branding. The packaging plays a very important role, the shelf life, the nutrient composition, and so on. So what is that USP that you are going to be bringing is very, very important. Like my colleague said, last year was the International Year of Millets. Now, if you take the example of millets, whether somebody adds 2% millets or it is 100% millet, they still call it a millet product. Now, you may not see the same advantages of eating some product which is having, refined flours of 98% and just 2% millet, whereas if it were even 20%, you would see a better. But unfortunately, the millet will become the villain. Somebody is going to eat the 2% millet product and think that it doesn't work. And so there is a danger in the global scenario that millet products could get rejected because of this. And that is where the other realms, whether it is FSSAI and the regulatory, or whether it is the standards we set, the way we market, all of this becomes very, very important. And scientifically, how are we going to prove how much of it should be eaten, what should be the dosage, when it should be eaten, with what it should be eaten, all of this becomes very, very important. So like, again, my colleague said, last year we have transferred around 122 technologies to around 83 licensees, and new products around 12 were brought up. And a lot of ECF was generated because of this. However, having said that, compared to other CSIR labs, we don't make that kind of money because of two reasons. One is we mainly cater to the MSME sector. And second is we do have a very large societal role that we play. Many of our technologies are listed on our website as free technologies also. Anybody can download. And further, in the area of food especially, after 3 or 4 years, many of these ideas and technologies get transferred laterally. And the credit is not given to the first person who discovered it or who was able to bring it out to the world. So whether it is the idli dosa batter or it is ragi mudde or something like that, everybody knows how to do it. So therefore, we really need to understand how we are going to market our technologies from our institute. At the same time, the entrepreneurs have to really think how they are going to protect their market. At the same time, give a very safe, convenient, cost-effective, sustainable, environmentally friendly, as well as a nutritious product to the consumers. And earlier days, we were not insisting, but now we insist that you should put our logo if you have been our licensee. And I hope that you all will do that so that the consumer also understands that they are getting a quality product which has been scientifically proven in the laboratory and as well as in vivo studies. So again, this sector has a large number of employment as well as GDP growth potential. And therefore, I congratulate all the licensees who are present here today and wish them all the very best in their endeavors. And we hope to see them in the market. I can tell you that, like I said, we only make the product in the lab, we scale it up to pilot scale, and we show it to you. But the joy when you see it in the marketplace as a scientist, just yesterday my daughter was leaving and she wanted to buy some sweets. On Devrajar's Road, we went to a sweets mithai shop, and there were some posters on the walls. And somewhere one of them had CSIR-CFTRI. And my face just became twice the size it is. And I was so thrilled that the shopkeeper even asked me, "What is making you so happy?" And I said, "There's my institute name." And we actually bought a pack of that product. And I told my daughter, "You should give it to your colleagues back in the US and tell them that it was made in my mom's institute." So that happiness that comes when you see the product in the marketplace is just something else. And thank you for trusting us and taking these technologies. I also would like to really put on record my sincere appreciation of all my colleagues who have worked so hard, whether it is to get sponsored projects, whether it is to get consultative projects, whether it is to develop a product, go through the rigor of developing the PDRU document and making it into a technology which is ready for the industry to take up and develop it further. So while a few names were said here and a few of them did get appreciated, I congratulate all of them because it is remarkable that they have done what they have done. At the same time, I also congratulate the entire team CFTRI because every single person does their bit for this moment to happen. Whether it is our administration, whether it is our stores and purchase, our finance, our central instruments facility, the technology transfer department, the planning and monitoring, I mean, our electrical department, I can go on and on. Every single person does their bit, including our gardening staff who keeps our environment so beautiful that we want to come every day and work over here. These are all the hidden things that we don't notice, but if one day the room is not swept, we do, and we curse them. But they are doing it every day and without complaining, for which every month we were able to roll out one technology. So I thank and congratulate Team CFTRI for the great work that they are doing, and please continue to do so. I tell this every time, but I repeat myself again, even if you're bored, that we have inherited a great legacy, not only from the Mysore Maharaja, but from all our scientists who have joined here in 1950 and who continue to work with great dedication. So their efforts are being recognized when we keep the flag of CSIR-CFTRI high, and we continue our work in the service of this great, great nation. And hopefully we will bring out newer technologies, not necessarily only products, but newer technologies, innovations, which will not only find national markets, but also the global markets. And having said that, I think I will stop here. Once again, wishing you all a very happy National Technology Day. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for the kind motivating words and emphasizing the need for proof of concept, USP, and marketing. Thank you, ma'am. And now, as we come to the closure of the event, I request Mr. Raghavendra, as a Senior Technical Officer, to propose the vote of thanks to the gathering.
Esteemed dignitaries on the dais, industry partners, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good evening to you all. On this momentous occasion of the National Technology Day 2024, I feel proud to propose the vote of thanks. At the outset, on behalf of the organizing team and on my personal behalf, my deepest gratitude to Shri Arjun Ranga, CEO and Managing Director of Rangarao Sons Private Limited, for his inspirational story and taking time off his busy schedule and gracing the occasion today. Thank you, sir. May I request the organizing team and the dignitaries to join in felicitating Shri Arjun Ranga, please. I thank the Shri Arjun Ranga for accepting the felicitation and also the dignitaries for joining, please. I would like to wholeheartedly thank our director, Dr. Sridevi Annapurna Singh, for her continuous support, who has been the guiding force behind the event. Thank you, madam. I would like to take this opportunity to record my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Ashutosh Inamdar, Head Technology Transfer and Business Development Department, for his mentorship, meticulous planning, and steering the program to its success. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank all our industry partners who are the brand ambassadors of the CFTRI technology in the marketplace, who have made it today to this event. Thank you. I would like to heartily thank all the media personnel for giving the wide coverage and publicity to this event. I would like to thank the event committee for their continuous support in this, for the success of this program. I would like to thank the HODs, S&T staff of all the R&D and the support departments for gracing the occasion today. Thank you, one and all. I would like to thank the staff of the TTBD team, Controller of Administration, all the admin staff, FAO and their team, COSP and their team for their support and contribution in the success of this event. I would like to thank all the efforts and the contribution of the IT and CS department, EMM department, Agri-Horti section, security services, and all the other departments who have contributed for the success of this event. Lastly, I would like to thank each one who has directly and indirectly contributed for the success of this event. Jai Hind, Jai Vigyan.
Thank you, sir. Now I request all of you to rise for the national anthem, please.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you. Thank you all for making the event a grand success. And I request you all to kindly join for the high tea arranged outside the assembly hall. Thank you so much.